Hello, Dracs Fantastic here. Welcome to my new Let's Play series I'm calling Vintage Story Journey. This will be a nomadish type of run. What's that, you ask? Well, it just means we'll not have a permanent home. The goal will be to journey as far and wide as we can. I've generated a fresh 1.22 world with limited mods. See those mods in the video description below. The world settings are default with a few tweaks. The world's a tad smaller at 500,000 blocks. I added a smidge more water and I flattened the hills a little bit. I turned up the copper and the tin ore one notch to make it a bit easier to find. I'm hoping it will not be too hard of a start. As most of you know who have watched my other Let's Play series, I love the start of the game, and I'm excited for this new challenge. So without further stalling, let the journey begin. Funding for this video is provided by viewers like you. I generated a world and I was in God mode for just a second, just to make sure like the start of it wasn't, like it looks like it's generating the right world. You never know with these kind of like, this is going to be a long play series. So like you hope you pick the right seed, which I just let it randomly generate. I've said it before, I'll say it again. There is no bad seed. I just think like, there's so much to explore out there, and we're going to see so much of it that I really just don't think it matters. As long as it's not like throwing errors at the beginning, I think you're going to be all right. So I stopped time for a minute, so it's 8:30. I want to talk about some of the mods we have, but I think we should do that like once we've got a little bit of food. I see there's a nice big ruin right here, or maybe that's a trader, so let's probably start there. I don't, in terms of like hold on, I'll pause. In terms of like what direction we're going to go, I think the smart move is probably to head south. The chance of Dracs heading north and freezing to death, while it might make great content. I don't think that that's going to be enjoyable. So I think that we'll head south and we'll stay heading south and see what we run into. And we'll run into mountains and water and we'll have to move. My goal is to try to get together some bags, raid as many ruins as we possibly can. I've installed a couple of cool little mods that we'll talk about that should help us maintain a good amount of stuff on us. I think the biggest challenge for me on this run is that I'm used to just having a main base. So this is like way outside my comfort zone. How will I keep what we keep in the bags, what we'll want to move forward with us? I would love to be able to go to the archive and get the thing and get a mount. So how do we make that happen? So I think there's going to be a lot of movement, and then we'll have to stop and build some stuff so that we can get some stuff moving forward in terms of getting us into the next age. And so I think it's a lot of challenge for me, and I think there might be a lot of I think there might be a lot of brain hurt too, but I'm excited. I've never, hey, all right. So I think I turn this up a little bit. That's a good start. All right, we can't eat gold drop milk caps, I guess. I guess we can't eat those. Even though they have a great name. This is the newest version of the game 1.22, and I didn't in our last couple of playthroughs, hello, Forget Me Not? No. In my last couple of Let's Play series, I did world generation. We either did the rivers mod, or we did Terra Preti or something like that, and it hasn't been great. It hasn't been a good experience. So this time I was like, you know what? Base game, world generation, which I've always thought did a fine job of generating the world. I guess the way I always thought of world generation was this is what the game developer intended. So why would we mess with it? And the reason Drax is the reason you mess with it is because not the gold ones, Drax. Is because there's some really cool stuff that those mods have done, right? They do look great. Am I heading the right way? Drax, I'm already. I'm already sideways. Well, we got enough mushrooms that we won't necessarily die. The berry bush change, it's so... Why is it so windy? The berry bush change is... It just means that we're never going to not... We're always just going to eat wild berries. We're never going to... We're not going to... We won't be culturing any berry bushes because it takes like a year to get those going on. I don't think I want this, but there could be... We'll just punch some dirt. I think there's something freeing about not having a home, right? Like, we can just keep moving. We can always see new things. The Better Ruins mod is installed, and the base game ruins have really surprised me. God, this is a lot farther away than I thought. I've been happy with the way those look as of late. I just tried to put away stuff into my bag, but I don't have bags. I guess we should think about that too, huh? Have you seen rocks on the ground? Hello, we need some... Oh yeah, here we go. Tool. Alright, well we got enough sticks to build some stuff. Alright, I guess maybe we can hold out. We can hold out, right? Here we go. Alright, let's move this down here. I installed this cart mod, which will allow us to have a cart we can put stuff on, it's like a sled and a cart. It's called Cartwright's something or other. Check the notes. Are these actually edible? I think we're gonna try to give that one a go. I think that will help us. There's a couple of like tent mods that have been out there. I've seen those in action as I think they're pretty cool. I don't know. It feels too cheaty. Knapster's on. It feels too cheaty. Knapster's on. Oh, Dracs, you cracked me up. And so that will definitely help me on this front. There's a bed spawner mod on because I think we just need to... We don't want to get reset all the way to the start. So we need to be diligent about building a bed and about setting it every so often, so that like if we die, we're not all the way back at the start. And let's see how well Dracs... do we want to put a bet right now on whether I end up all the way back at the start? All right. Can we... Oh, shit. I also did... How is he not attacking me? Oh, my God. I also put on the wolf taming mod, because I think it might be fun, if we're going to do a Nomad journey, to have somebody journeying along with us. I'm not typically someone who enjoys... Is this Pete? Having a pet, but I think it might be fun, and I've never done it before. Tameable mounts, tameable wolves. This guide is an attempt to explain the taming mechanics introduced in the wolf taming mod. To tame a wolf, you first need to kidnap a wolf pup. So that's gonna be that'll be weeks of me trying to kidnap a wolf pup. Pretty funny. I don't. All right, looking good. Let's put those down, and we'll just... I don't think we're going to ever live in a place where we're going to need seeds. I think food's just going to be a real problem, right? Like, how do we keep our bellies full? And I think maybe some hunting and some... Like, in the beginning, right now, it's going to be easy, but, like, how do we make it... Like, this may just simply end with me dead in the winter. Like, best laid plans. Wait, can we not... So wait, we can put... Oh, there we go. Best laid plans. Making my way over here. How did that... I mean, I'm a malefactor, as I toyed with the idea of being a... I toyed with the idea of being a hunter, but I couldn't bring myself to do it, which may actually hurt us, right? Like, if you were going to do anything, like, I almost think I should change. You know what? That'll be the first question. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments for this first episode. I can change once. Should I change to be a hunter? Because, like, if we're going to live on meat, this class I've picked is not now as I'm beginning to think about this, is not made for this, right? Like, I mean, other than like the detection of us just being safe from getting killed by that wolf, but you get more meat as a hunter, right? Maybe that's in the works. Maybe I should think about that. This is a ton of peat. Got another community server running right now, and I'm living on an island. It's an island start. It's really great. Our friend built a desert island in the middle, and you got dropped in on it. And I guess we should be doing this. And then you had to go out, and then you like took all the stuff from the desert island. You created a raft, and then you went and found other islands to live on. And I picked an island that's actually quite nice, but it has no. Oh shoot! It has no peat on it. What do we think? He's just gonna keep chasing us. Can we get him to slow down on the water there? Maybe forget about us? There's lots of wolves. Lots of wolves, Dracs. Oh, look at this, more of this. I don't know how, I haven't quite figured out how I think I'm going to, like, I've never done a Nomad run. How I think I'm going to put together, like, put together some metal bits to make my first pickaxe. But you know what? You learn. Here's the new berry bushes. Like, you can see this one's like weak rooted, plus 30% nutrient uptake, sparsely clustered berries. And then one of these had like, this one's got there's 4 negatives and 4 positives that can go on berry bushes. Healthy, mature, just like me. Healthy. And then look at this. I don't know. I did a great update video for 1.22. It's live on the YouTube channel right now. If you haven't seen it, go there and watch it. But I think one of the changes, right? Watch when you run through a bush. Watch. It slows you down. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. All right, I'm trying to make enough for a bag here. A reed basket. Did I just destroy the... No, I did that with my hand. Dracs? Yeah. Not enough. We got 8. This is a great start. And I was just thinking, like... I'm like, how do I keep missing this thing? It's gigantic. That's got to be it's got to be better ruins. We could fish, too. Like, this body of water probably has fish in it. This one definitely does. This one here, for sure. The new fishing mechanic is excellent. And there's a lot of chatter about it, right? Like, whether it's game-changing, but especially at the start, because you can always now rely on, you can always go get some fish, right? And I think that, like, the other thing is, like, it's its own mini game, right? Like, there's so many fish in the world now. Look at that beautiful mountain. There's so many fish in the world now, and you can taxidermy them and put them on the wall. We were talking on the live stream the other day about, I mean, like, that could be it, like an all fish challenge. Can I get all the fish? Can we get all the fish? Can we collect them all? And can we put them in a room? I've been in this one before. I think it's safe in here. I think we should make a torch, though. I think we should make a torch. Which is probably just a sound idea, regardless of where we're going, right? All right, let's do, what is it, like this? And we got to make a fire starter first, and then we can make a torch. Yeah, like, I always have such a hard time deciding what should go in my bags, what's the priority, and like this run makes me really question. That was all of the, I already used all my sticks. Makes me really question, like, what is the priority? And I think don't let it go out. I think part of the reason I wanted to do this is because I think it's going to change the way I play. I think it's going to make me a better player. I've done a lot of challenge runs, and those have made me look at that ceiling, made me such a better player. Look at how beautiful this is. Alright, there's mushrooms in here. There's gonna be, this is quite a good find right from the start, right? There's gonna be amazing stuff in here. Either that or there's gonna be death. I can't tell which is going to happen. Is there anything on the ground floor here? Keep your eyes open. It's just rubble. It's just rubble. Rubble. Rubble and mushrooms. Rubble and mushrooms. Where's the staircase? I like this staircase. I have nothing to defend myself with, so if shit starts falling out of the ceiling, we're going to be in trouble. We're going to be in trouble. This is some I've been in one of these before, but like this is such, I love these windows. I love the windows. Oh, look, there's growth up here. What a great design. What a great, it doesn't appear as though there's anything. Honestly, if there was locusts, they'd already be up on us, right? They'd be up on us, killing us. Yeah, I love the like wood beams in the floor to show that it's rotting. Tell me there's something in here worth looting, or is it just, this is just pretty? This is just pretty. You know what? If this wasn't a Nomad run, like I'd be like, all right, this is our first house. We're going to rehabilitate this thing. Yeah, there doesn't appear to be anything in here. Dracs, the loot is the building. Yeah, not one lootable container. Not one lootable container. I find that really hard to believe. I'm in disbelief. Oh, I got walnut seeds. Here, let's throw those out the window, and then only to realize that we're gonna pick those back up when we run back over them. Well, not great. Not great. I don't think, I mean, maybe there's something up there. I got 3 pieces of dirt. Can I make it? I don't think so. I can't do it on there. Oh, we can do like 1, 2, can I? 3, all right. Yeah, there's nothing up here. There's nothing up here but death, but I guess like, can we make it over here without falling down? Oh, oh, are you kidding me? I mean, we could sell this chest to a trader if we found one. We should take it. I have Carry-On is also installed. So we've got that. I don't think we should be okay. We've got that too. So we could put this on our back, I guess. Which makes you move slower. I did that for the first time of the day, and I was like, how do we do that? How do I get it off my back? I'm tempted to take these. We can eat these, right? Yeah. I'm tempted to eat the mushrooms I have here. Although, might not be enough. You know what? All right. No, we'll just go. What's the time? It's going to be dark soon. Whoa, ice cap mountains. Let's take a look. I mean, we don't really need to mark these things on the map, but I guess we will. Like, I think the other question too is like, how often do you put a bed down? All right, let's go. Don't go into the water. I think maybe every time you sleep, but then it seems like you could journey a long way. And at the end of the day, die right at the end of the day and like lose it. I need to decide that too. I've thought about this run since the end of my last playthrough series. I thought about what I wanted it to be and how I wanted it to be different. And I think this one will evolve is what I've decided. I think it'll just evolve as we... All right, Drax, don't jump up and down in the water. That's how you won't put the torch out. Oh, shit. There's so many wolves. Yeah, it'll evolve. And I'm open to suggestions, especially for those of you that have made Nomad runs before, like, hey, Drax, I did this and this. It makes it a lot easier. Absolutely open to it. Absolutely open to it. All right, good. Now we've got two bag slots. We can do. Whoops. We can do that. We can put the torch away so it won't go out when Drax falls into two block water, right? Is that a little fog setting in? I think that was just a chicken. I think it was just a chicken. What is that? Olivine. Well, if we were gonna make steel. Yeah, and I'm not against like stopping, right? Like explore ways, stop, because we're gonna have to stop at some point and build some kind of temporary something or other. I was to make, you know, to make some to make copper, right? To make copper. Yeah, I wanted to put that right in the middle there. To make some copper stuff and to make some tin ore stuff. Like I would love to get like it'd be amazing to get iron at some point, but I mean I have a lot of goals. I have a lot of goals. I don't know if any of them are attainable. And I'm also thinking like, hey, will it be more likely that like since I'm moving and I'm not just sitting around the house doing stuff, will I actually achieve more? Right? Like I would love to obviously get a mount and be able to ride farther. Like that's on the I went back and forth. Maybe we should cut around this forest. Like come around and like try to keep in the open before nightfall. I mean, we're living underground at this point. Yeah, I went back and forth on whether he's behind us. Whether I gave myself a mount, and I don't know, like it seemed I don't want to say cheatery, but yeah, I don't know. It just seemed a little like less exciting right off the start to already have a mount. I was like, I mean, what, Drax? That doesn't seem like orange. Oh, these ones are good. What about these ones? I know are good. Mushrooms are our life. Oh, god damn it. Me crawling scared. I just scared the shit out of myself. Oh my god, Drax, try not to scare yourself. Where is it? I don't know. I feel like it's gonna pop up and eat our face. I tried not to do too many like mods that were gonna change how we played the game too. We should make a spear. We could have had some chicken. We should make a spear. Is it getting dark or is it just me? It's getting dark. It's gonna be a long night. I mean, we could sleep, which is what we probably should do. All right, hold on. Let's Let's make a bed. I went back and forth on the bed spawner too, but I was like, there's just no way. There's no way the chance of you getting a temporal gear in the beginning is so hard. And like the chance of me walking 5,000 blocks only to be killed and resetting to the start, which I guess is what could possibly happen right now as I'm talking, but is high. All right, there we go. Now we can sleep as the sun goes down. I made this. Let's go here. We were talking about placement on the toolbar and the other night in the chat about whether do you place things. Everybody said that they do the same thing almost in every game, right? Like mine's like knife first, shovel, pickaxe usually, and then a spear. Then I usually try to keep this clear actually and put dirt on the end. And everyone had their own way of doing it. I can't believe any like long-term player wouldn't have the way it works. And then if it's not in the same direction, like it's totally throwing. All right, can we make it out of this forest? Oh, what do you have here? Hi, Drax. I mean, my real hope is to hit one of these and have it be full of loot. Full of like amazing loot. That looks so safe. No, nothing. Oh, that. Oh boy. There's a giant hole. Can't see. I don't. We can't cook mushrooms, so I don't have anything to cook. Oh God. Total freak out mode here. It is dark. It is dark. Let's eat this and pick the free sticks, Dracs. What are you gonna do if we don't? The forest, man. It's just so. There's 100% chance. The bear at this time of night sleeping in the underbrush. It's gonna wake every. No, don't. Every time. Every time. Yes to all these free sticks. This. Oh. Berry bushes. Berry bushes. I'm trying to break out of the forest here. I don't think I need a fire because I didn't kill anything. Maybe we should do some fishing in the morning because we'll be. Yeah, I think we could fish on this lake. We've traveled 600 blocks south. 600 blocks. Actually, we've traveled 600 blocks to the east because Drax keeps moving. I get pulled by the terrain, right? And I want to believe that's everybody. I want to believe it's everybody. I know it's everybody. You run into yourself into a big mountain, and then you're like, oh, I gotta move. I gotta move one direction or the other. There's raccoons. Look at how beautiful that is. Flowering. All of the berry bushes don't have berries yet. But like because there's raccoons here, I'm always like, well, what are they doing? What do they know that we don't know? The moon is up. Well, we made it to a very safe place. Yeah, let's park here, and then we'll wake up. I think there might be some fish in here. How much dirt do I have? 3. Way to go, Drax. Way to go. This will be our first. I think we mark all our little bungalows, and then we can kind of. We can make a little line and see how far we've traveled and how we can see how closely I've stuck to the to the let's go south. All right, 27 bits here. Enclosed. Bed. Nice. I can eat one of these. Since we're here, let's talk about what's it called? A woven cart sign, a rope cart grip. Is there a guide for the cart? Let's see. Yeah, I got the Alchemy mod installed, which I've had the Alchemy mod installed forever. And let's not pause the game while we're in here. We need the time to roll by. I've had the Alchemy mod installed in the last couple of runs, and I hardly ever use it. And I always promise myself I want to use it. And I'm like, the only way you're ever going to use it is if that it's in the game and you actually do something. I don't know how feasible that is on a Nomad run, but I left it in there. Napping, clay forming, charcoal, food preservation, panning, temporal stability, a coke oven, steel making. Cheese making. I don't think I've looked at these guides in forever. Fruit trees, brewing and distilling alcohol. Yes, please. Taming, mountable, fishing. Oh, there's a new fishing one in there. Taming guide for wolves. Taming guide general concept. We need to probably deal with this one. First steps tutorial. It's a cart. Cartwright's Caravan is what it's called. Cartwright's sled oak. Oh, we may not be able to do this. We're going to need nails. Well, at least we just need nails. Frame sled. Caravan Cartwright blueprints. Parchment and charcoal. Like, this is a lot harder. Like, what do we need to make charcoal? We need linen fiber. Oh, scrapped hide and shears. So it's not undoable. It's not undoable. But we keep going back. We need resin rope. So this is going to be the hard. This is a lot more intense than I thought. Debarked oak. What do you need? Debarked oak. You need some tools. And that's not bad. All right. Well, we've got some goals here. And this isn't the end of the world. We just make some copper nails. So once we get some copper, I think this can only be carried in a backpack slot, hold controls. So, but I think it gives you a couple of slots so we can put a couple of baskets on there and then we can pull this cart behind us. I can't decide if it's like the coolest thing or the worst thing that you've ever had. Let's see. Anybody else use this Cartwright one? And I don't even know. Like, I don't know if we actually get there, right? You can make a market stall. You can make a wheelbarrow. Can only be carried in a backpack slot. Look at that. Sturdy wheelbarrow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait, does this change? Yeah. I've talked about this, and this is my new thing. I keep meaning to look for a mod. I don't want this anymore. I mean, it's fine. It can keep going, right? Like we got to keep clicking on here to see what it is, right? Bismuth bronze, iron, bismuth bronze. So it's tin bronze. Oh, can we do it in copper? Can it just list us what it is? Like you'll need an iron hoop and it'll need to be made of one of the following things, right? All right, the wheelbarrow's a little... I think so far the sled is something we could have. A wide cart, a narrow cart. Look at how cool that is. Do unfinished narrow cart. Yeah, these look like fun. So the first thing you got to do is get parchment, which we actually might get lucky and find some parchment in a ruin. That's probably the better thing to do, right? And charcoal will be easy to find. So maybe that's it. Once we find some parchment, someone remind me. So that's the cart mod. All right, is it... I don't think we'll sleep first. I'll see you in a minute. All right, I'm up. Is it crouch to make the... There. Now it's set as a spawn point. And we'll leave this bed here. And we'll mark it and call it... rest stop? What color should we make it? Purple, I think. Can we move this out of the way so we can see? Yeah. There. Now we'll be able to... Yeah, we'll be able to see that. Now we'll be able to see Drax's trail, and we'll keep a little guide, and I'll post it on the description. All right, the sun is up. We burnt some food overnight. I probably should take this out of my hand. Oh, cool. I installed a mod that makes these go away, and I don't know that it was working with the newest version of the game, but I want to hope. Look at that sunrise. That's actually quite a beautiful picture. Drax? All right, so south. Keep moving. No running. Let's take that out of our hand. Let's put it in our bag. Should we take some peat just so we've got something to burn? I don't know. I mean, at this point, like, whatever we take that we don't want, we can just toss, right? Can't start a fire with that. There's so much reeds. I can't remember, like, how much carry-on. There's no carry-on, like... I can't remember how much the carry-on stuff, like, slows your movement when there's something on your back, but it feels like it should behoove us, especially given how much of this cattails are sitting here, to build a reed basket and probably already think about putting it on our back, right? Right? I mean, at this point, or especially early on, now I'm like, we gotta find some parchment. I was also thinking, like, do you try to set like a I want to try to make this many blocks a day. That goat scared me. But I don't know that that's realistic either, right? Because what happens if you run across... What happens if you run across something cool that you just end up staying? Like, I think we're just gonna keep pushing. My goal right now is to push south as many blocks as I possibly can while picking up copper. And once we have enough copper to get copper and clay to get our first copper thing going, then that's what we're gonna do. I don't want this, although I can eat that, but I won't. What are we looking at? We've got enough now, I think. All right. I hear you, goat. I hear you, goat. Do. Look at this. Hi. Wild blackberry bush. I mean, those berries are going to be... Drax is like, that goat looks yummy. That goat looks yummy. I didn't forget. I know we were gonna fish. Maybe we should try that before we go. Hi. Did he charge me? There's a chance that they charge you, right? There's a chance they charge you. To make a grunter, to pull some worms, we do this. And then we need to put a stick in our hand. Are you ready to hear some grunting noises? I will take all thoughts and comments on your grunting technique, and let's continue to talk about this. Like, so we've done 2 blocks. We've done 2. This is a third. Oh, all right. So 3 blocks, and we got a worm. We got a worm. And then we'll go right next door here. The worms do help the fishing process. You shouldn't fish without them because it's such a slow process without them. But like, I think I don't like the amount of time you do this. I'm still on the fence. And then there's a lot of talk like, oh, if a higher fertility soil, do you get more worms? Do you get better worms next to the water? I've not done this enough, and I guess we're going to do it a lot, but like, I don't understand. It doesn't appear that there's any rhyme or reason to this. Like, it feels like it's a random generator that's just saying, and it's probably taking in a bunch of variables. I don't know what those are or how it works. But I'm fascinated. We've got 4. Normally, the last couple times, like the grunter stick has given me 5 worms. I get 5 worms out of 1 grunting. 1 full grunter stick. Five worm. So, and if that is the case... Is it every time you get 5? I've also, in one of the early builds of this 1.22, I was getting like 3 or 4 worms sometimes out of a tile. Oh, hello. Heard me talking shit. It was like, oh, I'll give you more than 5 worms, Drax. I'm like, okay, so is there more worms around the water? And like, do you need to go, like, once you see the worm, you should stop grunting, right? It's going to break right here. There. I got 6. I got 6 this time. What are you? Fishing pole. Simple fishing pole. Oh, Drax. Oh, Drax, we need rope, which is... Oh, wait, are these berries right here? Hello! Which is not going to be a problem because there's so many reeds. There's so many reeds. My knife is breaking, though. It's so far very pleasant out here. Drax is a summer child. Loves the summer. Loves it. On the server we're running, it's always summer. It's in a warm weather climate, and it's a delight. I'm not gonna lie, it is a delight. But I've been saying, I've been like talking some serious. I've been throwing some shade. I'm like, but it's a delight. But it's also like it also seems so much easier without wolves and bears to constantly be threatening you. But you do have hyenas, which are very sneaky, and the new boars that they're in there, like the wild boars in the warm areas, they are also deadly. They're not friendly. They are not friendly. Hold on. Should we make sure there's not any? Yeah. What do we need? 3 pieces of rope. 1, 2, 3. All right. And then what is it like? I don't remember. Is that simple fishing other way? The opposite way of way Dracs did it. Of course. All right. We got a fishing rod. Do we think? I think this is big enough for fish, but let's find out. All right. So to put the bait on there, you just click and you'll see now it says live worm. And then we just throw it out there. It's still like it's come a long way and it looks a lot better when the rope goes out, but it still needs a little bit of work. It's not as fluid as you would like it. But I feel like it's one of those things where like later you'll be like, I don't even remember. It looks so good now. Patch and patch and patch from now. Patches and patches from now. I also found out, what do we get? What do we get? Ooh, an adult catfish. All right, we can put this here. I also found out that if you are like me and not paying attention to the bobber, so let's say you like look away or you miss it, if it caught a fish and you brought it in, I did this a couple times when I was streaming, there'll still be the fish there. Like it almost feels like the fish is there indefinitely. So like if you missed the bobber, because I was like, oh, it never bobbed, so I pulled it in, but then it had, and I missed it, and I still got the fish. Hey, a perch. All right. Overfishing. You can overfish a pond, but like, I mean, I don't think that's ever going to be a problem for us because we're going to keep moving. But like, how do we know? How do we know if there's, someone's going to create a mod that's going to show you the percentage of fish right in the water. You know what would be even a better mod is it's on the fishing pole. What, did I just get a stick? Is that what it said? I just got a stick. Oh my God. Yeah, there'd be a mod that's like on the fishing pole that shows you the percentage chance that you'll get, or how many fish are left in before it's going to be out. Someone will figure it out. If you're out, oh God, that was fast. Dead catfish, juvenile. Oh, so here we go. We were using the small fish as bait, and I got a large fish. Let's see if it works. See if it works. The fishing is great. Oh, I didn't work. I got a stick. I got a stick. Oh my God. What is it? In what game did you used to get like a shoe? What game am I thinking of? Remember the game where you'd be fishing and it would like give you an old shoe? Was that Minecraft? I don't remember. An adult perch. All right, let's use the rest of the bait is only good for one day. And that, as far as I can see, I've only made the 2 bait. I've made the bait with the licorice, and of course made the worm bait. But I was really hoping it would have a longer shelf life, but it doesn't. I was so excited. I made the new like an adult perch. All right, so we got 4 fish out of 6 bait, 7 because we got a smaller one. Yeah, I was so excited. I made the new licorice bait. I was like, all right. And then it was like is good for one day. I was like, ugh. Like the amount of time I put into making it, and then I was like, you know, I was gonna travel with it, and I'm like, well, you can't travel. This is one day. In one day's time, like, you won't be able to use it, right? Let's see. Let's move. Oh, there'll be a bunch of copper in here. Let's move down here, and we'll cut a tree down on our way by so we can cook these fish up. Still haven't seen any clay, which is not the... Oh. Oh my god. I still haven't seen any clay. I found some clay. I think... Yeah, we're already beginning to push the limits of our bags. How long do you want to carry the clay is the question. Like a bowl. Do you carry a bowl in a cook pot, I think? Like you're going to need room for that. Maybe that's what goes in the box we're going to put on our back. I mean, there'll be more clay. There'll be more clay. That's a good start, though. All right, let's cut this tree down. Why is it every time I need a tree? Hello. Every time I need a tree, I always find the biggest tree on the planet. Is that blue clay? Oh my god, look at all this blue clay. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. We could carry a pie oven. The list of things Dracs. We could carry a pie oven. Come on. Come on. All right, almost there. You gonna take the whole axe? I mean, how much? I just need enough to start a fire. I can use the peat. Haven't seen a trader yet, which is different. The last couple starts I've had, like, there's been an abundance of traders. I'm carrying this owl chest, and I don't necessarily want to cover it or carry it. Cover it, carry it. All right. Well, that wasn't as big as I thought. All right, up and over, Dracs. Up and over. Up and over. Well, we could cook some fish. Should we cook some fish? Quartz. Oh, I was like, is this going to be what I think it is? It is not. Yeah, should we cook up some fish or should we cook up some fish next time? Maybe next time. We're not really that hungry. And how long has it got? It's going to go bad in one day. So, like, that's... As the sun sets, I think, today... Oh, gosh, Dracs, don't fall down. Then we can do it. How far is this... Trying to decide here. I guess we can just hug this for the meantime. And if we need to... Look at all this quartz. If we need to bop it back in for wood or something, we can. Being on the gravel is great because it shows you... You'll always find... You're always going to find copper because you can see it. But it's also a food desert. There is no food. There is no food in a desert, Dracs. There is no food in a desert. Did I see it? I did. That's my keen eye right there. I turned it, like I said, I turned it up a little bit just so that it wouldn't be so punishing. We're at 18. We need 40. I mean, given the size of... Look at how cool this is, actually. Given the size of this place, we can get out of here with 40, right? Right? Oh, we need to keep this process up, too. We need to keep getting... Flint. I break for flint. I break for flint. I'm trying not to run to burn calories, but it is very hard. You burn more calories when you run. You also burn more calories when you hold something in your hand. Hot take. I always know when I'm set for food because then I don't even bother to take like the lantern or something out of my hand. And that's something I learned from friends I've played with in the past, one, and then two, when you do challenge runs and you have very limited food, like it's so important. How far have I drifted in? Oh, hold on. Maybe. Let's... I'll take the flint. Relatively usually safe in these areas. There's no wolves. I've seen bears that have kind of drifted in maybe from other areas, but I don't typically like, and I know by saying this out loud, I'm setting myself up for failure. Well, it's not as good as I thought. Do we really, how much food do I have on me? Including the fish? 1437. Maybe we drift in here and just see, like, if we're going to find copper, this is where it's going to be, right? Just in terms of visibility. Just in terms of visibility. I mean, no ruins either, or a trader. Come on, game. Come on, game. There's always someone who, especially when you're looking for copper, right? There's always someone that's like, if you're live streaming, they're like, you just ran past it. If you saw me run past copper, post it in the comments. Post it in the comments of this video so we can both laugh together. That is really cool. The way it like generated that. All right, let's go around. I think. Oh, Dracs, don't fall in the water. I got too close. I got too close. All right, we only had to. I've only got 12 pieces of dirt on me, Dracs. That seems like we fall down a hole and die, right? Holding my breath. I'm holding my breath. I'm running. I know I'm running. I'm just trying to cover as much land as we possibly can. What's gonna go 17 days? These berries go bad first. I saw a mod the other day that kept your #1 slot always empty. So like it wouldn't allow the game to put something in the #1 slot. So you always had a slot to pick stuff up. Like easily. I thought that was pretty brilliant. I went searching for it finally. I've been talking about a mod I want that will, basically what I was talking about earlier, which is it will keep the items on my toolbar where they are. No matter what happens, it will always keep them there. Right? Like it'll assign those ones. I don't know how the heck you'd achieve that, but I think it would be great. It is beautiful. Hold on. Did I do what I said I was going to do? You did. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Good. Now I realize we're going to have to stop and cut down some stuff, and like we're going to need charcoal. We're going to need some molds. So like probably not this time, but next time we should be able to stop and just do some quick metalworking. And I think the hard part of that is going to be like just trying to decide what part of that process you take with you moving forward. Oh my God. All right. Well, so you can see like we only got 2 of them. I'm not leaving this until we've got enough. I'm not leaving this area until we've got enough. Or at least until the sun goes down. Is this a big gap here? Can we go up and around? I don't want to. I only came in here with 11 dirt. I made some mistakes already. You know, the start of the game is easily my favorite. I don't think I'm alone there. I think there's a lot of people that feel that same way. Hello. But it also, especially if you're playing another playthrough, which I'm playing on a server right now. It's also hard to like make the switch from a game where I'm already pretty set up on the server. I've got quite a bit of stuff. Yeah. Here we go. And then go back to having like nothing, right? Oh, we're 1 short. All right, we almost got it. We're not obviously going to do this work in the desert. All right, let's eat these. How long do we have on these fish? All right, we're all right. Nothing would be worse than. Oh, let's just go. Oh, maybe we. This looks like it opens up into like some land. Let's just make sure there's nothing. Yeah, I think if we go back this way. There's nothing worse. I was just gonna say, there's nothing worse than like fishing, like spending the time to get the fish, to get the, do the grunting, get the worms, get the fish, and then the fish rot in your bags. And it is not a good feeling. I want to stay on top here. I think I can make that jump. Hey! Why? How is the sun already setting? I'm trying to just press south by... I don't want to go down there. I know once I go down there... I need one piece of copper. Show me one more piece. Show me one more piece before I exit. How far? Oh, we'll find some. We're going to find some. Show me one more piece before the sun sets. That's going to be a problem. Dude, did I install juicy ores? I don't think I did. Oh, no. Let's put that one on there. That's one of my favorites. I love the juicy ores. Someone remind me. Someone remind me. A lot of it on the ground over here. Beautiful sunsets. I think... Yeah, there's a lot of quartz in there. I also think someone came into the live stream and was like, hey, the game looks less yellowy or something. And I was like, I don't know. Do you think it graphically, it does look different than the last version. It seems like there has been some tuning. Especially because in the video I was making last week, like, hey, 210 pieces. Hooray. The video I was making last week, there's a shot in that video where I'm going from the old version to the new version. And it's like, it's sort of shocking. Sort of shocking. All right, let's exit. Let's exit. Yeah, look at this. Let's exit down there. Oh man, are you serious with this sun? I would like a picture of that. Is there going to be an easy walk off this thing? I don't know. Uh-oh, the clouds are kind of messing with it. Oh, shoot. Oh, right here. Right here. Right? We shouldn't take... It's not... Oh, this was made for me to go down. All right, look at the... Hey! All right. We need grass to make a bed. This is bear country right here. All these low bushes. Basically just looking for something to step out and eat our face. Look at that little cave. Maybe that's us. Maybe the cave is us. Hold on. Do. We got 19 pieces. Will I finally know how many pieces it takes to make a bed if we have to keep making a bed over and over and over again? 29, 30. 1, 2, 3. It takes 24. I'm not joking. I think that might be our... I don't know how we get up there though. If it's a small cave, it'd be really cool. I got 11 pieces of dirt. Do you think that's gonna get us there? Do. And then we'll take back these ones. There's gonna be a bear in here. Is it a big cave or a small cave? Oh shit! It's a cave with an asshole in it. We don't have enough to close it off. We don't have enough to close it off, unfortunately. That would have been great. I was hoping it was just like, you know, sometimes you can get like one of those dead-ended caves, just nice and small. That would have been amazing. That would have been amazing. Not so. Not so. What are we going to do? We need to get... Oh, man, that sky. That sky. It's not a great picture. It's not very scenic. How did Dracs die? He was running, trying to take a picture. He was running, trying to take a picture. Here's the problem. We need dirt. We need dirt to get ourselves a little hidey hole. And this, oh, there's dirt here. Oh, maybe this is it. A little place by the bay. I think this is probably it. This is probably here. This is it. Yeah. Maybe we'll get lucky. There'll be a little cave. No. No. That sun is setting fast, Dracs. It's setting fast. I only got 22 hits on this shovel. When we start next time, we will cook up this fish. And we will continue going. I mean, I had an excellent start, if I do say so myself. An excellent start. I am going to go right here. Oh, there's berry bush. Let's eat these berries. We'll wait on those. They're going to be there when we come. Well, they're going to be there. I'm like, is there a little better cropping? No, don't press your luck, Dracs. Here, the shovel has 2 hits on it. I got 33 pieces. I was gonna go like right. I knew that was gonna happen. All right. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. But we can do this there. All right. Two more hits on the shovel. Now we're punching. Rift activity is low. Enough. Whoops, Dracs. Enough for a bed and a fire. What are we down to? Oh, Dracs. The age-old, do you punch out more? Or do you make a shovel? I literally need like 3 or 4 more pieces. Yeah? Oh, I just picked up these things. Oh, I should have used those here so we know where the door was. All right, good. Good. Let's grab this grass. We can put down a bed. Yeah, and then... No. Spawn point set at bed. All right, good. We're safe. We're safe. A little bit of a fire here. And I think this is the perfect place to stop. Perfect. All right, well, we traveled like 1,000+ blocks, found enough copper to get started, didn't get eaten by an animal, didn't reset to the beginning. I think for as starts go, it's a pretty solid one. I'm excited to try some of these new mods. I'm excited to just have a long journey every episode. It's going to be great. For those long-time watchers, thanks for continuing this journey with me. If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button and check out my other 2 series, Adventure and Explore. Both a lot of fun. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. The video's over. Now it's time for you to do your part. Follow, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.